Yo, yo, yo. Hey, this ain't a bad little angle for real. And sorry about my squeaky ass chair. But I'm finally bringing y'all another Full Sail update, another Full Sail video. I've been shooting, I shot a few videos that I'm probably gonna attach literally to half of the one that I just shot, but I keep losing footage. And since you already know I'm graduated, graduated with my certification, it's really not a lot to talk about when it comes to Full Sail anymore. I'm pretty much trying to make this channel into a real YouTube channel, not just a tutorial channel, not just a music channel, just an all-purpose channel, you know what I'm saying? You see, we almost at 700 subs. Thank y'all for the new subscribers. And yeah, I've been just trying to find a way to shoot more content. I actually like how I got this set up right now, so this might really motivate me to shoot more videos. But anyways, I'm gonna break down some of the questions I've seen, some of the, I don't get no hate for real, but just some of the stuff I've seen over the months. It's crazy how time keep going. We already in 2020. It's just wild, man. But anyways, for those who want to know, what did I graduate with? Through Full Sail, I graduated with my certification, and that's right under the associates. 5 more classes, I think I would have got the associates, and a half a year more, I would have got the bachelor's, which my dude just graduated with. But like I told y'all from the beginning, I was going for the bachelor's just cause, I didn't really have no specific reasons. I didn't even know exactly what information I was gonna get, with the bachelor's. And, to find out really all the information you really probably want to know is at the end. So, like, if you want to get deep into mixing, deep into mastering, deep into a little production, sound design, it's at the end. You start learning how to mix for real, it's at the end. I learned a lot of my mixing from Ear, Little Linda, so make sure you use Linda. Little Linda, a lot of YouTube. And I'm a type of person who, I piece things together. So when you learn mixing and when you start understanding, your plugins, your compressors, everything that goes with them plugins, you start learning how to piece things together, you know what I'm saying? So you want to learn how to use the EQ better. So what's going to happen? Start learning about frequencies, what frequencies hold certain errors that you're looking for to take out the vocals, what frequencies you need to add a little more presence or whatever to the vocals. And you want to piece everything together. And that's kind of how I work. That's how I worked with production. I learned all my production on YouTube, live videos. I go off the Ear too. So first it started with the mechanics. This is how it is with everything. How to use this, how to use a VST or how to use a plugin, the different knobs, what they mean, how they do. Once I know how to use them and the cases to use them, then I want to know, how can I be different? How can I create something out of nothing? That's my whole thing with everything. So that's, once you know how to use something, then it comes to creativity. So that's what's going to let you know whether it's a producer, engineer, or artist. That's going to let you know if this is really for you. Where will your creativity take you? And that my creativity has took me surpass a lot of stuff pretty much just off of that. I seen somebody try to tell me, oh, you just stopped. They didn't even know, I guess they didn't know I got my certification. So you can get your certification, your associate's, bachelor's, depending on what you want to do down the road. So I guess somebody said, I just got my equipment. I just got in to get my equipment and that's it, not knowing I've been in the school for almost 2 years. You know what I mean? So that was invalid. You know what I mean? So that don't mean nothing. If you have no real info and you don't know how to go get info, the equipment means nothing. It's really basic equipment. Like, I got some of the equipment like the monitors, but I need to upgrade those. It's really basic equipment. You see, I got a different mic, I got a few mics. I still use interface, but I got another interface. I need to buy a preamp. It's a lot of stuff that comes with it. So the equipment is really just get starter equipment. You know what I mean? If we want to be serious about that. The biggest thing, I've said this in many videos, the biggest thing is to make time and stay ahead. It's not like regular college, regular school. You can't just you really don't want to last minute. You can last minute some of this stuff, but you're really not going to learn that way. If you treat it like, traditional school, you're not really going to learn nothing. You need to get your stuff, at least your homework, even the classes that you really think you ain't gonna need, get that stuff done early so you could use your resources. You know, that's where Linda comes, the library. You know, Linda teach you how to mix right now. They'll take you through sessions. It's pretty much every type of thing you might want to know how to set up a session, everything you need to know in Linda. And you know, the bookstore, whatever you want to call it, you know, it's actual books. You know, if you somebody that likes to read about, you know, different things, different terms, all that. But yeah, you want to make time so you can attack them resources, because if you online, it's gonna be hard because you're really dealing with life. It's not like if you're on campus where you really indulged in everything. You know what I'm saying? You could do your homework at a studio. It's different when you online and you're dealing with real life, etc., etc. If anyone want to know when does the launch box come, I want to say it was the 4th week. It's around the 4th week going into the 5th, I think. When you go into that audio principles class, that's the time you're going to get the launch box. And before that, I think your first month in, they send you the iPad. I don't know if they still doing it, but they send you the iPad. You know, you can do whatever you want to do with that. And pretty much, I don't get a lot of questions, man. I don't really get a lot of questions. Talk a lot about being a grad. We started off pretty much with a lot of the resources, you know, we had while being in school. You know, your Linda, your bookstore. You get to see your classes, all the classes you took. You get to go back into there, check out all the resources, learn the same information again. And I guess you're able to retake classes, you know, as if you were still a student. But sadly to say, they took away Linda. Now it's a paid service. Now we got to pay for it. They took away Linda, and I don't think we got the bookstore. I think that's only when you're a student. So really the only resource you got as a graduate after spending all that money is career portal. A career portal where you can find all those jobs in your market, you know, like ESPN's, trademarks, you know, all the performing arts type stuff, all the game companies, you know, anything that has to do with sound engineering, digital, all that stuff we go to school for. You get the first look and chance at those jobs. This portal is not for anyone outside of Full Sail. So you get the first dibs on all these jobs. The crazy thing is, well, not the crazy thing, but the bad part about it is, if you're in a small town that's really not big on this type of stuff, none of the jobs are around you. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I really didn't go into this thing really trying to get a job. But I look, and none of them are around me. You know what I'm saying? Everything is in your obvious places. Texas, California, you know, big states. So that's pretty much the only resource I was left with. You know, that was the bummer, you know, that they took Linda away, because Linda teaches everything. Audio, digital, programming, IT stuff, graphic design, teaches everything. So now it's a paid service. I'm not sure how much it is. I haven't got it yet. But yeah, so you're really not, I mean, you get to keep your email. It's really not many resources they left us with. You know, luckily, I'm lucky enough to have gotten out when I got out, you know, so I don't owe that much. But like my guy, he owes, you know, about, I think, $30,000. I think a bachelor's, especially if you don't get a lot of loans or if you have no previous credits transferring over, you're looking at about $30,000 to $40,000, you know, in loans when you get out. And that'll break down to about, you know, $200 minimum a month paid in student loans after your 6 months of deferring. So if you take a break in between, say you take a break in between, you know, you take 5 months off and you go back. So when you graduate, now you only got 1 month until you got to start paying everything back. So that's another thing to look into. But if you somebody that's going to come in and see this whole thing out, you're willing to move, or you already know what type of freelance work you're going to do right off, you know, whether it's selling beats, engineering for people online, you got clients or people set up. I mean, it's a good look. You're going to get you're going to get a good head start versus having to go on YouTube and kind of piece everything together, etc., etc. Will say Full Sail helped me get an idea, because going into full sail, I didn't even know what to go look for on YouTube. You know, mix. I didn't have no idea about using plugins. I had no idea about buses. I had no idea about anything with mixing. You know, really not how to record. So just getting me that simple idea, you know, I have to give it to Full Sail for that. You know, but as I got in and start understanding what's going on, then I was able to outsource, you know, go on YouTube, make this video for a while now. I might link, I don't know how long, this is kind of long, so I might not need to link the last part of my video in here, but I might if there's some stuff in there that I didn't touch on. But yeah, make sure y'all comment, you know, I mean, if you go back, I pretty much talked about as much as I can, being, you know, I didn't go all the way through the bachelor's. But if it's some questions or some, I don't know, whatever advice you need, comment below. My Instagram is below as well. That's where I'm most active. And I post on my story the most on Instagram. Just a little tip, you know, you get more eyes and views that way. But yeah, let me know what you want to see, what next video you want to see. I know I got some people from my other videos too outside of Full Sail. Just let me know. I'm pretty much just going to be uploading. It's been a long time coming. I've been trying to figure out how the hell I'm going to approach this whole thing, because I'm really trying to take this whole YouTube thing as a career. You know me, I'm trying to work for myself, do what I love to do. I'm not with nothing else, so just trying to figure out what to bring to the channel for real. You know, I'm trying to not do your typical that you see. You know, I want to do it my own way. But yeah, like I said, make sure you subscribe, get us a thumbs up. And that 1,000 subs is coming. Yeah, we ain't at 1,000 subs. No, we ain't at one. We about 700. 1,000 subs coming, and after that, sky's the limit. So get in, join the family. You already know.
Oh, yeah. Oh, they was sleeping on me. That money reeking on me. Shorty, it ain't serious. Just want some freaking on me. You see that gold like a pharaoh. Ooh, that water on me. You get cursed for fucking with me like a horror movie. Oh, they was sleeping